I have spent an ungodly amount of time playing Digimon Story Time Stranger, analyzing every speck of information I can to find the top 10 Digimon you absolutely need to get during your playthrough. I just managed to get the game's Platinum Trophy last night. I know, hold your applause. This game's achievement list is pretty straightforward, but there is one slightly intimidating challenge it offers. Complete the game on Mega Plus difficulty. I just beat the final boss the other day, and my god, that fight was just so much fun to figure out. Now, what is Mega Plus difficulty? This one image should explain it. This is the first enemy you face in the game's tutorial fight. And yeah, you're gonna need a well-trained, strategically crafted team of Digimon to be able to handle this mode. So here are the top 10 Digimon you should consider making a part of your team in Digimon Story Time Stranger. But before getting into Digimon recommendations, here's everything you need to know before getting into Mega Plus difficulty. Number 1, you cannot use items in the middle of battle. That's right, every single one of those stat-enhancing items, useless. Sell all of them. And because you won't be able to recover your HP and SP reliably, you gotta make sure that every single one of your Digimon has a maxed out maximum HP and SP. If you run out of juice mid-boss fight, you're kinda sitting ducks. Also, every single Digimon should have a revive skill at the ready. Number 2, you cannot one-shot enemies with Digi attacks. Every single Digimon you encounter in a tight corner, you pretty much have to fight. And escaping isn't even an option anymore. So you gotta stay on your toes. Always. Don't underestimate even the smallest of mons. Make sure every one of your Digimon has a maxed out speed stat to guarantee that you get to go first every single time. You gotta hit them hard and fast. Number 3. It is crucial to have stats well over the 9,000s. This is self-explanatory. If your Digimon's a physical attacker, have over 9,000 attack. If they're a magic DPS, have over 9,000 intelligence. If they're a healer, over 9,000 SPI. I'll get into specific builds later when we discuss the actual Digimon you want to use. As for defense, from my experience, you can pretty much leave it around the 4,000 to 6,000 range, assuming you want to be efficient with your time and resources like me. If you got all the time in the world, sure, up those stats to the maximum, all of them. Number 4. You want to do all the preparations before hitting that New Game Plus button. Mega Plus difficulty does not ease you into things. It just assumes you've already got a full team ready. So once you finish the game once, hit that Digifarm and max out those stats. Get everyone to level 99. You can use the infinite XVmon method, which a lot of channels have already covered. I also maxed out bond levels, but honestly, you can skip that part. A high bond level doesn't make that big of a difference. Number 5, finally. Use reflects, especially on Agumon. Sometimes attacks are going to one-shot your entire party without fail. The only way to avoid that is to have everybody reflect that shit back in the boss's face. You'll mostly want attack reflect, but the final boss calls for magic reflect as well. I would recommend setting Agumon to holy mode, as his special Circle of Defense is actually a physical counter. There are 2 instances in the game where you play as a solo Agumon, so have those reflects at the ready. Those are the basic need-to-knows. Now let's get into the top 10. These are in no particular order, by the way. Let's get the most crucial and most obvious one out of the way. Chronomon Story Mode. Look at the abs on that bird. This guy was made with Mega Plus difficulty in mind, as you can only acquire him after finishing the game once and completing all side quests. Both of this guy's special attacks make life a whole lot more easier for you. Holy Flare is a physical AoE that does massive damage, almost as much as a single target mega level special attack. And on top of that, it pierces through enemy resistances, so even Digimon that normally resist fire damage are taking the heat from this one. This makes it the most reliable move to always bust down immediately upon starting any random encounter. Axamon has a move that's very similar, but that one's a whole 25 power levels weaker than Holy Flare. So definitely invest in a Chronomon instead. I recommend plopping a blue steel data fragment on him, that way you can end battles that much faster. And as if that wasn't enough, his second special, Chrono Devolution, is a boss killer essentially. It's a single target dark magic attack with a guaranteed chance to apply crystallization to the few enemies susceptible to it, that is. But more importantly, a 70% chance of reducing an enemy's attack, defense, intelligence, and SPI for 3 turns. Get that prankster passive on him, and that 70% goes to 100% guaranteed chance of always proccing those debuffs. Debuffs still apply on enemies that resist dark damage, by the way, so Chronomon Destroy Mode is one Digimon you always want to have on the front lines. Evolving into any version of Chronomon is only possible by getting a Butenmon, who you can easily get access to by getting a Chronomon, who is readily available early on, and following the Lucemon line. The second Digimon on this list I recommend for very similar reasons, that being Lucemon SM. His special, Divine Atonement, is perfect for crowd control. It's an AoE light magic attack with a 15% chance of instantly killing the target. Make sure to get combo magic on him, and encounters are sure to end in a couple of seconds. If you're not hearing this every few minutes,
here I go! Divine Atonement! Here I go! Divine Atonement!
You're probably doing something wrong. Now, I have the known bug accessory on him that essentially changes him from a virus type to a data type. I do this because, I shit you not, I only have one single Digimon that's a data type on this list today. So just make good use of this accessory, okay? It doesn't have to be on Lucemon. Getting Lucemon is pretty straightforward. Just devolve any Digimon back to a Tokomon and follow the Lucemon line at the very bottom till the very end. Be aware that Lucemon works very differently to every other Digimon. His rookie level works like an ultimate level. His ultimate level is more like a mega level. I assume they only did it this way to show how much aura this Digimon has. Like, I assure you I'm a straight guy, but I won't lie to you, those eyes are making me feel things, I swear. Digimon you absolutely need, number 3. Apocalymon.
Complete with hot and cold running water.
When I first saw Apocalymon special attack, Darkness Zone, I won't lie, I was pretty underwhelmed. It takes off 20% of all targets' max HP, which is great, don't get me wrong, but that's just like 5% lower than freaking Bakumon's thing. Heck, Junomon too. But both of which are very good, by the way, in a first playthrough. I highly recommend them. I expected more from a Mega Plus Digimon though, but technically he is the better choice, so he's on this list. But yeah, Apocalymon can do some major damage in any boss fight, because those bosses got buttloads of HP. 20% is a lot. But Apocalymon is absolutely crucial during the final boss fight, where he's the only one who's capable of doing any actual damage. You won't stand a chance against Chronomon without him. He'll be doing 99,999 damage each time, by the way. And you really want to finish this fight as fast as possible. That's pretty brutal. You can only get Apocalymon by getting a Piedmon first, who you can easily get through any Dark Digimon path, like Devimon or Impmon. But yeah, with how much we players are going to be relying on Apocalymon in this game, I really do hope he's doing a lot better for himself these days.
Wait a minute, what am I laughing at? I'm supposed to be depressed!
Numbers 4 and 5 of Digimon you really need are Marineangemon and Venusmon. I gotta talk about these two side by side, as they are the two most competent healers in this game. You only need one of these two, really. I went with Venusmon because she was already my MVP in my initial playthrough, but in hindsight, I do think Marineangemon was probably the better choice for Mega Plus. Venusmon's Peace Fantasia is amazing for a first playthrough, but now that we got Chronomon, an attack and magic debuff isn't really essential anymore. As for healing skills, Venusmon's Love You heals everyone and removes all status debuffs, while Marineangemon's Ocean Love does the same but removes status abnormalities instead, the latter being a bigger priority, I think. No matter which of these two you end up going with, it's absolutely crucial that you get the Great Embrace passive that doubles every Digimon's maximum HP upon healing. Don't expect to get any progress done without this. Oh, and I had Emerald Arbor Data Fragment on Venusmon. This would kind of be overkill if you already maxed out Spirit though. Marineangemon you can get from a Sirenmon or Waymon, following most aquatic lines, and Venusmon you can get from either a Taomon or a Piximon. They're both really good, so you just gotta ask yourself, do you want the hot lady or do you want the cute and cuddly pink sperm thing? There's no wrong answer here. Numbers 6 and 7, we're doing a twofer here again, are Imperialdramon Paladin Mode and Junomon Hysteric Mode. These two also play very similar roles, that being big single target damage. It's just a matter of what attribute and element you need at whatever moment. There are a ton of really good Digimon you can build as great DPSs, but I'm singling out these two as they work really well with Chronomon Destroy Mode. They are the only two Digimon that have this in their skill descriptions. If target is affected by stat changes, increased damage. In my playthrough, Imperialdramon was doing peak damage because of this. He was especially effective against the Demon Lords. Junomon is just as good, but you'll be finding a lot more dark virus type Digimon as bosses in this game, so Imperialdramon's the higher priority, I think. I had the Crimson Dragon Data Fragment accessory on the both of them for a higher chance of crit. To get Paladin mode, you of course need to get the regular Imperialdramon and get the Omniblade, a unique item only available at the Colosseum. And if you don't want to go through the process of DNA, Digivolving Stingmon, and XVmon to get Imperialdramon, you can always follow the Doromon line and get Dorogoromon and devolve him back into a Imperialdramon and get Imperialdramon that way. Paladin mode isn't a form change, by the way. It's considered a full-on evolution. Junomon Hysteric mode is a form change though. You can freely switch between her and the normal Junomon, but not that there's any reason to. You can get Junomon from either an Angel Woman or a Shakumon. Stick to Angel Woman, it's way easier. Number 8, Mastemon. Hey, if you don't want to have to choose between the last two, here, get a Mastemon instead. Slightly less damage, but has the best of both worlds. Mastemon's got the most impressive set of special skills out of everyone. 3 elements. Holy Desire decreases light resistance. Dark Despair pierces through resistances. And Chaos Degradation is an AoE null magic attack. Absolutely get combo magic on her. That's something she has over the last two. She's a magic attacker. With this setup, she can mop the floor with anything and everything. The Skull Seedramon boss fight was the first difficulty spike I came across on Mega Plus. I lost after a 20-minute battle. Then I put Mastemon back in the team and the fight ended in less than a minute. Truly the MVP, this one. You can of course only get Mastemon through a DNA evolution between Angel Woman and Lady Devimon. A lot of work, but the results are 100% worth it. But maybe consider holding on to that Lady Devimon you have in your stock, because number 9 is Lilithmon. 100% guaranteed chance of deadly poison to all enemies. Need I say more? Deadly poison does 12% HP damage every turn. That's freaking insane on Mega Plus. You can just use this move once, have your Digimon block for the rest of the fight, and let the maggots feast on the poor Mon's soul. Combo magic would be great on her, but I do think you need at least one Digimon with the Fortifying Charge personality skill. And for me, that was Lilithmon. Fortifying Charge is the buffing skill to use always. Throw all those field skills you got in the trash. Just get an Aura or X Aura and buff your Digimon that way. It boosts everything. The only downside is you can't abuse it when everybody's at full HP. And using it alongside Great Embrace actually complicates things a bit. Meaning you can't always rely on it. Still though, it's better than not using it at all. Again, you can only get a Lilithmon from either a Lady Devimon, a Lilithmon, or an Apocalymon. And the last Digimon I'm going to recommend for today is Lotosmon, the only dated Digimon on this list. I will say that you'll get more use out of her on your initial playthrough. Still though, her special skill, Serpent's Ruin, which debuffs an enemy's defenses, comes in clutch when you're fighting speedy enemies. Why though? Well, we got Chronomon, right? Let me explain. It's this, the personality skill Booing, which extends the amount of turns debuffs last by 2. So Lotosmon is really good to have when you want to debuff enemies that go thrice in a row, which a lot of them do that. Chronomon's 3-turn debuffs won't do much good against those guys. For some reason, Booing doesn't work in tandem with many Digimon special skills. Like, I tried having it on King Edimon to extend his Monkey Wrench ability from 1 turn to 3 turns, but it just doesn't work on him for some reason. He would have been on this list otherwise. Stop. Okay, never mind. I'm a dumbass. I actually gave King Edimon Hustle Cry instead of Booing. Hustle Cry extends buffs, not debuffs. So that was my bad. Consider King Edimon to be honorary member number 11 on this list. Anyway, back to past me, that complete waste of space who can't do proper video research. Lotosmon is one of the few exceptions there. So keep her on hand and definitely keep her on the front lines if you're still on your initial playthrough. You can get a Lotosmon from either an Apocalymon or a Pumpkinmon. And those are my top 10 picks for the most useful Digimon on a Mega Plus playthrough. But hey, the best advice I can give you is just to use the Digimon you actually like. Will it be harder? Yes, but you'll also have your own digital harem. And isn't that what's truly important? Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe for more gaming content just like this and for more Digimon. That DLC is looking hype. Anyway, see you guys.